Why did the British royal family invite Harry to Charles' coronation but ignore Meghan? What a shame. The palace has made a colossal error by banishing Meghan and yet inviting Harry to King Charles' coronation. This is a complete travesty. Hello and a very warm welcome to our Royal Family News Update channel. And now they want to find 2 brand new thrones for King Charles and Queen Camilla? Give me a break. The Daily Mail reported that they need new thrones for their coronation. How absurd. The company that made the late Queen's throne for her big day in 1953, White Alum & Company, is no longer in existence. This just shows how little they value tradition and heritage. What a disgrace. And now there's the issue of finding the perfect transparent plastic canopy for Westminster Abbey? Give me a break. They've been using a gold fabric canopy for the sacred part of the ceremony for centuries. But now King Charles wants to be modern and have TV cameras broadcast his anointing with holy oil. How convenient. And these are just 2 of the many issues that the soon-to-be installed monarch has to deal with, along with the fact that Queen Camilla keeps misplacing his practice orb and scepter. It's not hard to see why, with all those towering piles of old copies of Horsehound in the Clarence House drawing room. How unorganized. But all of this is just a minor issue compared to the biggest, hardest, and potentially messiest decision King Charles has to make for his coronation. What to do about his son Harry and daughter-in-law Meghan. How much should he put aside his anger and hurt about Harry's recent revelations and make amends to ensure that Harry attends the coronation? It seems that Charles has made a decision based on recent reports from London. If anyone was hoping for another glamorous appearance from the Sussexes, like their Jubilee showing with Meghan's dramatic hats and Harry's non-stop pouting, prepare for disappointment. The Daily Mail has reported that a plan is being worked out for Harry's attendance at the coronation. He will be whisked back to the UK and then immediately sent back, while Meghan stays in the US. This is despite the fact that the coronation day, May 6, is also their son Archie's 4th birthday. The plan, called Harry in a Hurry, would have Harry make a quick 48-hour visit to the UK for the coronation. He wouldn't even have time to stop and pick up a packet of biscuits on the way to the airport. This is being referred to as the Great Coronation Compromise. How convenient. It has been 2 months since the palace was hit by the Sussexes' explosive public revelations about their experiences as working members of the royal family. They've shared about having to buy their own furniture, receiving a smaller home, and waiting to access borrowed jewelry. Thanks to their appearances on Netflix and publishing deals, we now know about bridesmaid dress disagreements, ruined dog bowls, frostbitten genitalia, and signed seals. These scandalous details have now become part of the royal history. Alfred the Great must be turning in his grave. The firm has been struggling to find a solution to the ongoing issue of the Sussexes and their impact on the palace. Despite the royal family's public stance of silence and stoicism, the question of the Sussexes. There is speculation about whether they will be invited, seated behind lesser barons, or even show up given the palace's apparent ignorance of the concept of unconscious bias. The whole situation has become a source of frustration and has highlighted the palace's inability to handle the breakaway state of the Sussexes. Oh, the horror. Charles must be losing sleep over the mere thought of Harry, the rogue prince, hosting the coronation coverage for 2 US TV networks. This is a true nightmare come to life. The audacity of the Sussexes to even think about accepting such an offer just shows the level of their disregard for the royal family and their duties. Despite their continual efforts to cash in on their royal status, it seems like Charles and the rest of the royal family can't escape their presence. The fact that the Sussexes are still on the coronation invitation list only goes to show that blood is indeed thicker than money. Charles thinks it's better to have them close and playing nice rather than causing chaos from afar. But at what cost? The king must be walking a tightrope trying to balance tradition and modernity. Just when you thought things couldn't get any more complicated, Prince Harry goes and adds fuel to the fire. With all eyes on the coronation, and the media speculating on whether the Sussexes will make an appearance or not, it's clear that tensions are running high. Harry is reportedly being advised to play it cool and not agree to anything until the last minute. This only serves to make negotiations with him even more challenging, adding to the already mounting pressure on Charles and the rest of the royal family. It's shaping up to be one complicated, drama-filled coronation, that's for sure. The Prince of Wales seems to be as enthusiastic about the inclusion of the Sussexes as he is about men wearing necklaces or the constant emails from advanced hair. It's unacceptable that despite the strained relationship between Harry and William, the latter has no intention of picking up the phone. It's a clear indication of the deteriorating bond between the two, with a personal friend of the prince stating that they haven't spoken since the book came out, and William has no intention of picking up the phone anytime soon. This latest Harry in a hurry scheme is a complete disaster waiting to happen. Having Harry attend the coronation without Meghan would only serve to fuel the Duchess' already blazing anti-palace sentiment and give validity to her claims of a hostile and unwelcoming House of Windsor. It's a move that could prove to be disastrous, and one that should be reconsidered before any further damage is done. Also, a quick trip of this nature would only seem disingenuous and strained, given that the entire world is all too aware of the troubled state of cross-Atlantic relations. Then factor in the possibility that the first time William and Harry, as well as Kate and Harry, lay eyes on each other may be in the Abbey with live TV cameras broadcasting every awkward look and grimace to the world. It would be a dream scenario for the producers of any drama about succession, with tension running high among family members. And lastly, there are official events and royal appearances beyond the religious ceremony that raise questions about Harry's role, if any. This only adds to the already mounting stress and pressure on Charles' office. As the clock ticks down, we're just 3 months away from the coronation. Let's hope the courtiers have their act together, securing thrones or finding a way to turn some ordinary wooden chairs into regal gold-plated seats fit for a king. It's high time they started planning those plane tickets from LA, though hopefully they've opted for a refundable option, just in case. So, what's your take on all this? Don't hold back. Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Join in on the discussion and feel free to like and share with anyone who may be interested. Stay tuned for more updates from the Royal Family News Update team by hitting that subscribe button. Thank you for joining us, and we'll be back with more tomorrow. Good night.